Devin Moran has provided more details about the electrical issues that plagued his dream week at Eldora. I wrote this up over at stockcarreport.com, of which I am the owner and editor. Moran shared new details about the electrical issues that plagued him throughout the Dirt Late Model Dream Week that began on Wednesday night with the FloRacing Night in America race. Moran had put together a strong run and made his way up to fourth after starting in ninth. However, after claiming the fourth spot from Nick Hoffman with just 3 laps left in the race, he lost power on the backstretch and then spun. He retired from the race and eventually finished a disappointing 20th. In a Facebook post following the race, Moran explained the problem with the car was just the battery shorting out. This is what he wrote. Started the feature in ninth and we were running fourth when we lost oil pressure. We diagnosed the problem and thankfully it was just the battery shorting out. We're getting the car fixed up now to be ready for tomorrow. I know a lot of people were kind of skeptical about that given the fact that there was what looked to be power steering fluid leaking from the car. And it doesn't look like they actually did indeed fix it because he suffered issues again on Thursday night, specifically in the Thursday night makeup, which actually took place on Friday night. So while he shared that he had got everything fixed, that was not the case as he was forced to retire early in the made-up Thursday night feature that took place on Friday night. After finishing third in his heat race on Thursday night, Moran started 15th for the feature and had moved his way up to 10th about 10 laps into the race. However, a couple of laps later, he brought his car into the pits and called it a night. In a Facebook video, he said this, "Definitely not the weekend we've been wanting so far, as we had problems Thursday, and then in our makeup feature last night, we had problems again on lap 10, something with the wiring. So we're replacing everything and getting everything ready to go today." Obviously, that was, I think, Saturday morning. Speaking to dirtondirt.com, following the dream, he shared more information. He said, "We ended up changing all the wiring. We changed ignitions, batteries, kill switches, switch panels, gauges. We switched everything. We don't know what it was, but we fixed the problem. So that's a good thing without a doubt." So they threw the kitchen sink at it, solved the problem, got it fixed. And he actually did had a really good run during the dream on Saturday night. The wiring issue put Moran deep in the field for Saturday night's heat races. He was 47th in Eldora's Every Lap Matters point system. That was good enough for 8th starting position in Heat 5. He eventually finished in 7th behind Dale McDowell, Ricky Thornton Jr., Chris Madden, Jason Jameson, Dennis Erb Jr., and Mike Marlar. With his 7th place finish, he started the B-Main 2 in 10th, but was able to rally for a 2nd place finish to qualify for the show. During the main event, he eventually made it as high up as 2nd after starting in 24th. He eventually finished in 5th behind Jonathan Davenport, Bobby Pierce, Nick Hoffman, and Tim McCready. Moran shared that he wasn't able to challenge Davenport for the win because his tires got worn out. That was a case we saw with a number of different people. Bobby Pierce obviously talked about that as well. Covered that in previous videos. But Moran said this, told dirtondirt.com this, "When the track's like that, when they scratch it like that, it's just so hard on tires. And when there was a little bit of grip, I could still make it go. But there was nothing left of my tires right there at the end. I was just hanging on for dear life pretty much." Despite the challenges of the week, the solid finish had Moran feeling positive and optimistic moving forward. He posted this over on Facebook. He said, 2025 Dream Weekend. We started the week off with not one, but 2 electrical failures on the flow night and our prelim night. On Saturday, we started 8th in our heat and only moved up 1 position. This started as 10th in the B-Main. We went 10th to 2nd, which got us into the feature. We were able to rally from 24th all the way to 5th. At one point, we were up to 2nd, but our tires just couldn't hold on for the last 15 laps. I think he also went on to say, let's see what else he says here. We'll just hop over to Facebook real quick. "This just goes to show how hardworking my crew is and how we just have to stay focused on the goal. Looking forward to the World 100 already." So definitely feeling optimistic and positive despite all of the electrical failures and problems that they encountered both on the FloRacing Night in America as well as during their prelim night that really put them behind the 8 ball. But Moran kind of clearing up what issues that he was having. I guess not really telling us what the issue was. It was not a battery shorting, clearly something with the wiring. He said he changed everything, so unclear exactly what was the part that was failing, but got it replaced and fixed and put on a pretty good show Saturday night, running 24th all the way to 5th and was up to 2nd at one point. So look for Devin Moran to be a threat moving forward at Eldora if he doesn't have to fight any of these electrical problems that he was fighting this weekend and doesn't have to deal with any kind of mechanical issues or anything like that. Obviously, one of the top dirt late model drivers in the country, and I think he proved that this weekend, despite all of those problems, I actually think those problems show just how good of a driver, good his team really is, given the fact that, what did I say? He was like 42nd or something like that in the Every Lap Matters points system. 47th. He was 47th. So I think that's in the back half of all the cars there. And he still was able to get his way into the show by finishing, second in that B main, and then running from 24th to 5th. I mean, just really, really good run. Obviously, not what he wants. He wants that win, but I mean, that's a really good showing for him with all of these problems and kind of having to overcome all these issues that he had on his Thursday prelim, and then obviously in that makeup on Friday night after the regular Friday night programming. So that is your update from Devin Moran. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does next. I think he'll probably be back when Luke Soil is back in action, which I think is this weekend. They're going to be at Smoky Mountain. So looking forward to that race. We'll definitely be covering that here on the channel. So let me know what you guys make of Devin Moran's chaotic week at the Dream at Eldora Speedway. Let me know in the comments below.